In this video, we'll talk about 6 proven strategies to land more freelancing clients and transform your business. First up, we have road signs. The idea here is to put a lot of sweat and hard work into this approach and to plaster yourself all over the area that you live in. Think about how many people are around you and try to get creative with how they can stumble upon your service and what you're offering. You'd be surprised by how many people prefer to pick up the phone and communicate with someone local as opposed to talking to somebody that feels like a stranger through a Google search. Next up, we have nonprofits. Helping nonprofits is not just some noble cause. It's actually a fantastic way to help grow your business. The idea here is to collaborate with nonprofits and act as either a volunteer or offer your services for a really low price point. I love collaborating with nonprofits and do it until this day because it's a fantastic way to give back to the community, grow your network, gain experience, and build your portfolio while you're at it. You never know who might stumble on your work when you go this route. It's a win-win for everyone. Next up, we have Google Maps. Now, this approach is great if your go-to market is a business, essentially B2B. Look up businesses in your area, learn about what they're offering, and reach out to them. You can do this by either reaching out through a cold call or email, or put together a personalized video message showcasing what you're able to bring to the table if this business would actually take you up on your offer. In this case, you are kind of intruding into people's spaces, and you need to try to do that in the most respectful way possible. Fourth up on the list are marketplaces. Platforms like Upwork or Fiverr are fantastic to start building your portfolio. Yes, they take a big cut, but you can look at it like a marketing expense. These sites are great because they literally connect people that are looking for a particular service with freelancers that offer that service. It doesn't get better than that. All you gotta do is create an appealing portfolio that showcases your work in the best way possible. Start with a smaller ticket item and start to work your way up from there. If you go this route and are diligent enough, you can get to a point where deal flow just comes your way. So you flip the script. Instead of applying initially all the time to jobs, you get to a point where your portfolio is so strong, it starts working in your favor and folks reach out to you through these marketplaces. Next up, we have networking. Now, before you tackle networking, there is one important factor that you need to consider before going this route, and that is local SEO. You want to make sure that your website is easy to find, easy to navigate, and showcases your work and services in the best way possible. When you start attending these different events and putting yourself out there physically and virtually, you want to make sure that people can actually find you in different search engines and platforms that they might look you up. So now that we've gotten that out the way, let's go back to networking for a minute. Networking can be great in many different ways. You get to build your network, put yourself out there, learn from like-minded people, and most importantly, land jobs. So once you feel comfortable enough with your online presence and how it looks, you want to start to join a few networking groups. You might even want to consider joining only one, depending on how big the network is and how active that specific community is. You can either use something like Meetup and Eventbrite, or you can opt into more of a paid business community like BNI, Nextco, and others that exist in the world. The key to networking successfully is actually not so intuitive. You initially think that you're coming in and talking about your business nonstop, but the opposite is the truth. The best way to get referrals from these groups is to build authentic and genuine relationships with like-minded business owners like yourself, only that they're offering different services than you. So you get to collaborate with a plumber, a lawyer, an accountant, and so forth, and anytime they stumble upon somebody looking to do what you offer, they'll refer the business to you, so long as they trust you. And finally, let's talk about Facebook groups. There are groups for just about any industry you can think of, and there's a good chance that there are a ton of groups out there around your niche specifically. Similar to what we discussed in networking groups, you don't want to join Facebook groups and be spammy and self-promote yourself constantly. Do not think transactions. Provide value. Answer questions, engage with the community in the most authentic way that you can, and become a person that people learn to trust. The instinct when you join these groups is that you're surrounded by competition. And while that might be true, it's actually a massive advantage when you think about it. If you're just starting out and trying to put yourself out there, you get to learn from people that are veterans in the industry that you're active in now. And the second thing is, When they're overwhelmed with work and they see that you're genuine and active and providing value, they might consider you to offload some work from their plate. Some of my best clients are agencies that can't handle their workload and trust us to get the job done for them. So there you have it, 6 tried and true ways to land more clients for your business. Remember that the key to growing your business is persistence and quality work. Never stop improving and putting yourself out there, and who knows, your next big client might be just around the corner. If anyone has any questions about what we covered in this video, feel free to ask in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. And if you enjoyed this video and would like to support the channel, the easiest way to do so is by hitting the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you all for watching.